We're going head to head with Black and Black. Welcome to another episode of Erik Whiskey Studies, and in this video, I'm going to go head to head with the Ardbeg Blaaack committee release, Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, with the Ardbeg Blaaack committee 20th anniversary limited edition. Now, the titles of these two whiskeys can be a little challenging, so if you're searching on Google, because the word committee is used in both bottles, they can get confused. In fact, some retailers, if you search for this bottle, they might have a picture of this bottle. Likewise, if you're searching for this bottle, they might have a picture of this bottle with that title. So you got to pay attention. The primary difference you're going to notice is, one is the price, and then secondly, you're going to notice the ABV level. And because the retailers are screwing up the photos. Some of them are. Anyway, so, alrighty. So, we're going to go head to head with these two whiskeys, but before I do, here are my notes. The Ardbeg Blaaack Committee release and the Ardbeg Blaaack Committee 20th Anniversary Islay Single Malt Scotch Whiskies were both aged in New Zealand Pinot Noir casks. The Blaaack Committee release is bottled at 50.7% alcohol by volume, whereas the Blaaack Committee 20th Anniversary is bottled at 46% alcohol by volume. Prices range for the committee release anywhere between $260 and $469 here in the United States, and currently the Ardbeg Blaaack Committee 20th Anniversary is selling for anywhere between $130 and $150, but I expect those prices to go up rather rapidly. So I have really enjoyed both of these whiskeys, and I thought perhaps the second one might be not living up to the committee release, that it's really not going to deliver, that it really couldn't compare, and so to do a head-to-head comparison between the two whiskeys might be, ridiculous, right? So what's the point? I mean, it's obviously bigger ABV, more intensity flavor. This one, it'll just be a walk in the park, absolutely, slam dunk on this other one, right? But then when I did an uncorking of this whiskey and tasted it again and again, after I did an uncorking of this whiskey, of the 46, I was really surprised at the high quality of it. And in some ways, I was kind of preferring it over the 50. So, for the sake of clarity, because it's easy to confuse these, I'm going to call this the 46. I'm going to call this the 50. It's 50.7. I'm going to call it the 50. So we're going to call this the 46, and we're going to call it the 50, just for the sake of clarity, to keep our terms straight. Alrighty. So, let's check out the visual. Visually, they pretty much look the same. Kind of have that golden amber color with a little bit of copper on there. On the nose. Ooh. Now, you think ABV, it's going to be more intense. But how much different is it? The big issue is, what's the difference between the committee release, the 50, and you adding your own water, versus the 46 and drinking it as is, brought down to bottling strength by the producer? The interesting thing is, the 46 actually shows more fruit on the nose. The 50, more intense peat, more intense smoke, more intense savory notes. The 50 has a more earthy char character to it. And keep in mind, this one, yeah, it's been open longer. The 50 has been open longer than the 46. This one, the 50, has a little bit more of a darker chocolate. The 46, a little bit more of a milk chocolate. They both have really nice spice. Caramels, vanilla, chocolate. There's a salty sea breeze on both of them. The red fruit notes still showing up more on the 46 than on the 50. All right, on the palate. Wow. This is such an absolutely fantastic whiskey. It is full flavored. It has a fantastic development. It got the sweet, sort of a little bit of like a jammy red fruit up front. The caramels, the chocolates, the saltiness, that little bit of almost like a nuttiness showing up in the back on the finish. It's just an absolutely fantastic whiskey. All right, let's try the committee release. Wow. 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 So, the committee release, the 50, has been open a little bit longer. It's easy to get the names of these bottles messed up. They both have the word committee in it. The 50, because it's been open longer, is showing even better than what I was expecting from what I remembered. Compare the ABVs between these two. It's not like this is 40 and this is, 60, cask strength, right? Or 60.1. It's not like it's 57 or, the height. There's only a, give or take, 4% difference. So the 4%, yeah, that's significant. Going from 46 to 50, is significant. But it's not so huge that you're going from 40 up to the higher 50s. So they're closer than what they could be. I mean, compare, for example, the Laphroaig 10 versus the Laphroaig 10 cask strength. There's a more dramatic difference in the ABV levels, and definitely, particularly say like the cask 10 and cask 11, more dramatic difference in the flavors. The flavor difference is, it's there, but it's not super dramatic. Now that it's open more, now that the 50 has opened more, it had more time to breathe, this bottle is about right here where the label is. It's hard to see. It's a dark glass, so it's hard to see. The Ardbeg 46 is just below the shoulder now, so they're getting pretty close actually. So the 50 is showing a lot better. The flavor differences at this point, it's there, but it's not uber dramatic. Yes, I'll take the 50 over the 46. But in terms of complexity, layers of flavor, development, and the sort of the ride you go through from the front to the middle of the finish, equal, just not as loud. So imagine you had your stereo, let's say up to 8, and this one went up to 10. That's really the difference. The flavor profiles, other than, say, when a particular one did an uncorking, and maybe there's a little bit more red fruit showing up, at least to my palate, for the 46. Other than that, it's a very similar ride, if you want to think of it that way, right? Very similar song, very similar profile. It's just a matter of just having a little bit more intensity. So that being said, in terms of purchasing one or the other, or if you can only get the 46, should you really be disappointed that you couldn't get the 50? Look at the price difference. The price difference between the 46 and the 50 is huge. Particularly since, when they first get released, you might be able to go in for the 50, you might be going for $150, give or take, maybe $200. Now they're going for $500, and the prices are going to continue to go up because, in my opinion, this is the best committee release since the Ardbeg Dark Cove. In fact, other than the Dark Cove is the best committee release, this is the second best, and it's close. It's really, really close to the Dark Cove. This is an absolutely fantastic whiskey. So, if you can get your hands on the 46 now, when it's just been released, before the prices start skyrocketing, before they start going up, I'm actually starting to see a few retailers have it for the 110, but that's just to get you in the door so you buy other things. Before it passes 150 bucks, before it passes $200, if you can grab the 46, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, and drink it, Don't be a flipper. You're gonna turn on trying to rip people off. I don't support that. But anyway, absolutely fantastic whiskeys. I'm definitely gonna get myself at least 1 or 2 more of the 46 because this is absolutely spectacular. Score-wise, you know, if we were to score them, you know, 92 for the 46, and I'm gonna go 93, 94 for the 50. So really, really close there. So if you didn't get the bottle of the 50, and you can get yourself a bottle of the 46, and you're an Ardbeg fan, absolutely buy it. But these are both absolutely spectacular whiskeys, and I'm happy with both of them already. All right, so this is not the end of the competition. You're gonna have to go up some more of your other brothers and sisters at Ardbeg there, dude, because I'm gonna compare it to the Korvreken and to the Uigeadail, 2 of the best of the core range from Ardbeg, and those are gonna be coming up after this video. All right, if you are one of my Patreons, I want to thank you very much. If you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video or go live. And until next time, cheers. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and check out these other whiskey videos.